I'm back with another video, and I'm going to be ranting here a little bit because of how my team played. You know, there was no effort, no accountability. The players don't even care anymore. They want Pagano fired. They're not going to play for him anymore. This is pathetic because we had a playoff spot early that day because Jacksonville pulled a huge upset against Tennessee, and we had a chance to get into the playoffs, and our defense could not step up whatsoever. Now, I didn't watch the game. I was out doing Christmas shopping. Well, not Christmas shopping, out with my family. But I'm glad I didn't watch that game because you know what? I looked at the stats. The defense was ferocious. I mean, Derek Carr went out with a broken leg. I hope he's alright. That's sad to see your star quarterback getting hurt. You know how that feels because the Colts refuse to sign new O-line. I mean, I'd rather have that than defense at this point, because if Angelic had a good O-line, then our offense probably would get somewhere. I feel bad for Andrew Luck because he has to suffer through this. This team plays like when they get into a spot in the playoffs. I mean, I know Houston won last night, and it probably wouldn't have mattered if the Colts won but I'm mad how this team played right now. It's not even funny. Next week it's not going to even matter. We're out of the playoffs. Houston has clinched the division since Tennessee and us lost. This is probably the maddest I've been as a Colts fan because this is the second year in a row they had a chance to get into the playoffs, and what did they do? They blew it. So we're probably going 8-8. I don't think we can beat Jacksonville. Or not 8-8, 7-9. I don't think we're gonna take down Jacksonville. I think they're gonna dominate. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I would not be surprised if the Colts got blown out. So I'm glad I didn't watch that game because you know what? I would have took my remote and I would have threw it against the wall because I would have been that mad. This is unacceptable. I mean, when the season ends, I'll give you my season recap, and there's going to be a lot of explaining to do on what this team needs to do and how they can rebuild and how they could make the playoffs next season with the right moves and the right changes. But what have I been saying all season long? Pagano needs to go. I don't even think it's Pagano. I think if you don't have the financial money to do it, I think you need to either get rid of the GM or you need to get rid of Pagano or get rid of both and just start new. This owner needs to go too. Someone else needs to buy the Colts. Because Jim Irsay, I mean, when he bought this team, I think he won a Super Bowl in 2006. I think he was with the team. Like, he got rid of all his defense because, you know what, he wasn't giving them the desired money. We lost Bob Sanders, we lost, what was his name, Philip Wheeler, He was decent. They moved Robert Mathis to right linebacker, which doesn't help at all. And I think that was all Pagano. I mean, you know what? When he took over in 2012, I think he just torn this defense apart. He doesn't know what he's doing. He reminds me of Gus Bradley because he says, "Oh, it's okay, guys. You can play horrible." I could scream, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to waste my breath on screaming because of this team. They will always be my team, but you know what? I'm frustrated. Any other Colts fan probably would be right now. I mean, yes, I know going to Oakland is tough this season. I know that. But I believe this was a winnable game, regardless. Oakland doesn't have a very good O-line either. I mean, they got one player, and that's Donald Penn, or whatever his name is. You know what I'm talking about, the left tackle. They got one good O-lineman, and the rest are trash. And you got around Donald Penn, and you sacked Derek Carr one time, and then his leg broke. I mean, you can't really help that. I'm not going to get mad at you Colts players for that. You can't really. You weren't trying to do it on purpose. I hope not. I mean, if you were trying to do that on purpose, then you need to go. I don't want any Colts. I don't want any players on here that wants to hurt people. That's not going to happen. But Colts fans, I guess we need to regroup next season. It might not be the GM. It might just be Pagano. I don't know what's going on. I mean, 2 years ago we looked unstoppable, and now look at us now. We're like, we should be playing in a toilet bowl right now, and we still wouldn't win. So I don't know if I'm going to make a preview for the Jacksonville Colts game or not, because the game doesn't matter. I mean, yes, I understand it could be worse. Like, we could be like the Browns, just winning one game this season. But you know what? Might as well. I mean, we're not making the playoffs either way, so